Okay, here we are 2 days before Christmas 2012, and I'm going to go ahead and build the KIDCRAFT Chateau or a Petite Chateau dollhouse. I don't know how small that kit is, but it's a pretty big dollhouse that comes in a fairly small box. It's about 3 feet tall and about 10 inches wide and about 25 inches across. So we're going to break it apart, and I wanted to show you how involved it was. So if you're going to buy one of these, you'll know. Okay, the first step I'm going to do is just open up the box. I'll get a razor blade. We like this set because it works with regular Barbies. Okay, let's see what we have. Styrofoam. Oh no. Let me give you a close-up here. Okay, it's more complicated than I thought. You open it up, and it's got a whole bunch of screws and a little tool and a bunch of boxes. So we'll just dig into this, see what happens. Okay, about 5 minutes later, I got all the boxes open, and we've got some pretty good packing, so everything's intact. And we've got a big box, which is holding all the wooden substantial pieces. Smaller boxes, which look like banisters, railings, window trim. Looks like a box full of yard stuff. The front door, the elevator, and then the looks like a furniture box. So we're gonna break into it, and I'll get it to the garage, get some real tools, and see how fast we can build this. Again, looks like this right now. It's about 8:30 at night. Hopefully by about 9:30, it'll look like that. Okay, instructions look pretty clear. Everything's labeled with a sticker. Like here it says 1 and 2, first two pieces, and you put screw M, which is labeled clearly on here as M. So first step looks good. We'll just press on and I'll show you every few steps. Okay, about 20 minutes in it, I've got the elevator attached to the side. It slides up. It's easier to show on a side like this, but kids will grab onto the handle, slide it up and down. Moving on. Okay, again, we're about half hour into it. I've got the elevator in, one wall up to the kitchen floor, to the exterior wall, and now we'll just slide in the back wall for the kitchen. Okay, there's the back wall in. Starting to look like a playhouse. Okay, I've got the first floor done, and now I'm working on the third floor, attaching the patio to the deck. Everything's going well. It's just simple screws and sliding boards into place, but I want to make sure I do it right the first time. Okay, now we're putting in the support by the elevator. It's going to firm up this floor. Bolt here, bolt there, and then we're almost ready to put the third floor on and the roof. Okay, it's been about an hour. Got the first and second floor on. Part of the third started. It's coming together. But of course, it always takes longer than you think. Okay, about an hour and a half into it. You can see I've got the 3 floors built. The roof is on. Now we're going to start to put the gingerbread trim on it and all the little details. Okay, we're almost done here. The most difficult thing to do so far has been the spiral staircase. We've got these 2 little tiny holes on the top and 2 down below that it's almost impossible to align because it's such a tight fit. So that took about 20 minutes to get that to sit in there right. So far that's the most difficult part. Okay, we're finally done. All told, it took me about 2.5 hours, but I was watching TV and I was being careful, making sure I was getting everything done right. So I'll take you on a little tour of what we have here. It's pretty tall. I'd say it's about 4 feet tall, about 1 foot deep, and it comes with a restraining strap to hold it to the wall so the kids don't climb up and pull it down on themselves. But I like the windows. They're nice. They got the shutters, an operating door, nice gingerbread trim. Kind of dark here in the basement at night, but upstairs we have a bathroom with a toilet that flushes somehow. There you go. You'll get a kick out of that. A nice Barbie length bed. Cool chandelier. And go out here and you have a balcony that they look out at the Barbies, or a spiral staircase. And again, that was the most difficult part, to get the two little screws down below and up above to align. You come down to the living room and it's got a couple battery operated things. You can press the piano. They'll get a kick out of that. And the light, I think you turn on. Yep, little light you can turn on. Looks like an LED, and it times out so that you don't have to worry about burning the battery right away. And then down, actually right up here, there's an elevator that you can just slide down. I don't know if the 2-year-old will be strong enough, because it's got a fair amount of resistance to do it, but the 5-year-old will have no problems. And then downstairs, we've got the kitchen with an old stove. Detail all over the walls, that's real nice. And then a picnic table with a cake. So once we get the Barbie dolls in there, I think the girls will be real happy. And I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what to expect if you buy this and have to put it together. You just need a screwdriver and the tool they provide in about 2 hours. Alright, thanks for watching.